So Marko, thanks very much for agreeing to do this brief recap and update today. And let's get into it. And let's start with a recap and maybe give us a quick overview of the history and the background of the founders and the company.
Sure. I mean, the founding team has multiple various histories. My own background is in the being serial entrepreneur, founding my first company when I was 19, selling my last company to SAP at 100 times the revenue multiplier. So my brother, who's the CEO of the company, has been CEO in various companies, including international ones, throughout his career, and he's an engineer and from robotics background. And then Ville, who joined kind of directly from school, is the Leonardo da Vinci that has really taken over the physical product design from motor to battery and everything, and is a real wizard and a world changer. So various backgrounds. Of course, the executive team has people with like almost 100 years in automotive and motorcycle industry as the background. So very strong team with people that is the exact mix, I think, that is needed to take over the world.
And one of my questions was going to be sort of what inspired you to do this, but I think if you actually explain what the company does, I think people will get it.
Yeah, sure. So I mean, what we do is that we are really changing the whole two-wheeler industry by pushing the possibilities of technology from a couple of areas. One of them is performance, another one is ride experience, third one is safety, and everything that comes around that. So these are really the key areas that we pushing for. And the model is simple. We are creating the technologies, including motors and batteries. Or actually, motors we license from Donut Lab, and then we have batteries and electrical systems and software and all these different layers. And then we package them in a perfect way. We make sure that they all integrate together, and then we showcase them in our own motorcycles in the B2C kind of model, while licensing the technologies to other two-wheeler brands. And that's really what we're all about. We are holistically trying to make the two-wheeler industry better every day.
Fantastic. And then let's talk about where you are at the moment. Now, if anyone's watching this wants to know more, obviously there's an extended video as well, and there's the deck, etc. But let's maybe just cut to where you're going with the latest raise as such. But also, I know that you've been traveling the globe as well, Marko, and on how those discussions are going.
Yeah, very good. So just to give some context, 2 years ago, we announced our model that was homologated Verge TS motorbike. And very slowly, we've been manufacturing them starting last year and not ramping up yet too much, just shipping a few units every week. And we do have 500 reservations, or more than 500 reservations. We're planning to do a slingshot after our Model Year 26 update, which brings our gross margins to more than 40%. So we've been waiting for this big update before we ship bigger amount of bikes. And we also have multiple bike models in the pipeline that, in our view, is going to increase the total addressable market and serviceable market by almost 100x. And you can find more about this in the materials. But the other aspect is that early this year, we started talking to OEMs finally about licensing the technology to them as well. And there's now more than 50 OEMs with whom we are engaged. And they vary from the smallest startups to the biggest, highest volume motorcycle manufacturers in the world. And so there's numerous conversations happening. For example, one such vendor said that they would want to make a rolling change to the existing model and already go live with around 100,000 units, believe it or not, already next year. And so there are various stages that we're in, but it's really, really exciting because up until now, many have asked us, can we license the technology? And this year we started to say yes. And actually we have a big announcement coming around 4th of April, where we are releasing officially the B2B side of Verge Motorcycles, with showcases for different bike models, from even e-bikes to scooters to mopeds to motorcycles and everything in between.
And fantastic. And obviously to do this, you need capital, which is why we're talking now as well. So what is it you're looking to raise at this point?
Yeah, so the total amount is somewhere around 30 million. That's what we believe is the right number. All of that will go into growth of the business, into industrialization, as well as getting more engineering talent to push forward even with more technologies, and then also increasing the footprint in the market, preparing for the mass market models that we have for our own B2C. But our view is that we will also negotiate trade financing, both for the working capital requirements on the B2C side, where we have huge demand for the product, and we are still kind of heading towards the big multiplier with the mass market model. But also on the B2B side, we may decide to bridge some of the deliverables and those things, working capital requirements with trade financing. So the 30 million is for the equity side, and then we plan to have some additional line of credit type of thing on top of that.
So how can people join this journey as our sort of wrapping up on this?
Yeah, I mean, well, reach out to us and come and join the journey. I mean, we have something incredible going on, and I really think that we are at the verge, no pun intended, of something really, really big here. And I have to say that for years we have seen the massive interest in our bike, which was kind of the roadster of motorcycles in a sense, big and niche product, but with incredible features. And people have been telling that when you bring in the mass market version, I'm gonna buy it immediately. And we expect our motorcycle volume to go to thousands and then tens of thousands. But what I'm personally even more excited is looking at these American, European, Indian, South Asian companies that may have 10 or 50 times the volume that we are even anticipating of having, and them being interested to move very fast forward. And I think that the B2B side will grow very quickly as well and become a huge part of our business.
So we're going to be very happy to organize one-to-one meetings with you,
Yes.
Marko, and you can probably divulge a little bit more information in those meetings. And also some of the other great touch points is, unlike the current roadster that people are waiting for, they can actually go and
Absolutely.
ride your
That's
showcase right now, right? Plenty of retail opportunities around that, and I know you've been all month doing demos in Spain this month as well. So
absolutely, yeah. And we have a new store opening in Hamburg in just a few weeks, and we have a couple of stores in California and UK, another one in Germany. So, and then we do test tours in Spain and Italy and so forth. So there's plenty of places to go and test ride it, and you should. It's a heck of a product.
Open round, happy to facilitate that, and thanks so much for the update. Perfect.
Yeah,
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you. All right, thanks. Bye.